Hello? Hello? Is this live? Looks like it. Alright. See? Not a lot of people are here, but that's fine. Alright, hi Viral. I'll keep this live. It will be available to watch and listen to after the stream. Making this simple. And apparently my other laptop's volume's on. Oh well. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be explaining as best as I can of where I've been, my plan, and where my YouTube channel is going. This might not be the longest podcast, or an hour long or something. Hey Viral. But this is the first of my many weekly podcasts. I'm going to try and keep them on Wednesday so it's done in the middle of the week. Alright. First and foremost, I know I explained on Monday where I've been, but I'll do it again. Hopefully I can explain it better. I had started a job, but it's not that I didn't like it, it was too far for me. It was about a 2.5, close to 3-hour drive away from my house for $100 for 5 days. I was babysitting, but I was fine with babysitting. It would have been much better if it was closer. 3.5 hours away from my house feels a bit too far. And in the process of that, I was also trying to find other jobs. I'm supposed to have an interview. I don't know when. I've been doing a bunch of follow-ups and whatnot. I've hit a slump. I've tried to get back. It might be a fast explanation. I didn't realize that. But that was over the span of like 3 weeks. I only got a 1 week's pay, and then I did an extra day because I thought that would be the appropriate thing to do. Excuse me. Not only that, but over the span of 2.5 weeks, I hadn't played a game. I hadn't played a single video game, and I felt bad. I was so used to playing video games. Sorry about the clicking. I had a fidget cube in my hand. I'll throw that down. I had been playing video games since I was like 5 years old, if not younger. Ever since I could hold a controller in my hand and I could understand what buttons do. And I know I had a period of times where I haven't played games before, but for some reason it felt like it was the hardest thing to do ever these past couple of weeks without picking up a controller. I didn't even play games on my computer. I didn't do anything. It felt bad. It made me feel bad. And then I was also in the process of wanting to change my diet. I had done it before. I had done the keto diet, and I probably did the keto diet for about 2.5 weeks, but that wasn't during the time I was off streaming. I like carbs, and it was hard for me not to overeat. I was doing the keto diet very well, and then it failed on me. I could do it right now if I wanted to, but I'm on another diet. I had actually started last week on the diet, and last week was the first week I had played a game in I don't know how long, and I had played Destiny 2 Forsaken. I didn't play the campaign. All I did was play Gambit. And that was pretty much it. I probably played one game, which lasted maybe a half hour, maybe an hour. I might have played 2. I don't know. But my diet being, I'm trying to lose weight and gain muscle. I wanted to get fit. And my dad is doing the diet with me, so it's easier. But I can see he was kind of struggling a little bit. So he can be lenient on it. I'm going to be stricter with myself. I'm eating 7 meals a day, but they're not very big meals. I only have actual meals at 12 in the afternoon and 9 at night. And the rest of them are like snacks. And those meals aren't very big either. At 9 or 12, I could have like a cup of rice, a single cup of rice, and 4 ounces of chicken, any type of meat. I'm trying to find lean beef, so it's easier because lean beef is healthier. I've been eating more chicken, fish, and pork on a healthy, regular basis. And then other times, like 3 o'clock, I have to have a container of yogurt. And the container of yogurt is small. It's the one you can buy from, obviously you can buy from the store. It's like a small cup of yogurt. It's not 1 cup, and it has fruit at the bottom. So I'm starting to feel successful. I'm liking the way my body's changing. This past Sunday, I had been on this diet for 1 week, and I started feeling better about myself. I've been strict. So the diet really is a 60-day transformation. No cardio, but I'm going to implement some cardio because most of the diet, or the workout regimen is back, arms, chest, arms being biceps and triceps, your chest and your legs. There's nothing about the gut, so I'm gonna or my stomach or body, the front. So I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna have to do some cardio, sweat it down, sweat so that I lose fat, because sweating causes fat burn in another way. So there's that as well. It's a light heavy day type thing, and then a rest day. I know I wasn't really gonna stream again this week on Thursday, because tomorrow is my next rest day. I'm going to do another stream, and then I have 2 podcasts tomorrow that I'm gonna be in, and I'll explain those in a bit. So, continuing with my 60-day transformation, it's a light, heavy day with those groups, and there's cycles after each body group has had a 1 light and 1 heavy day. We go up in reps and sets for working out so that it gets tougher, harder, and you sweat more. I am not saying I'm not saying anyone has to do this diet. I'm doing it because I wanted to make a change. And I also came back on Monday because I missed streaming. I missed what it did. I missed how I felt. I really missed knowing that I was making a change, and it made me feel better. I know my first stream was lackluster. It was Destiny 2. I had fun. I blame the fact that it was Destiny that I couldn't really commentate. And then I played Battlefield 5 Beta, which, as much as I like the game, I didn't really care for it. I don't plan to buy it. I did have fun, though. I didn't commentate much over that, but I was mainly trying to get the point across of the stunning visuals, I guess. I don't know. But that's pretty much how it's been going. I mean, yes, really quick, over the span where I wasn't doing anything, I was feeling bad. I know I said that, but I felt like, I'm saying and I'm catching myself, and I'm getting better. I'm repeating myself. I know I've said this a lot, but I'm getting to the point where, or I was getting to the point where I didn't know what to do. I was trying to find a job and everything. I still don't have one, so I'm still working for it. I'm doing a bunch of follow-ups. It feels bad that I can't get hired. Let's leave it at that. I don't want that part to drag on. Okay, so podcasts and the plan. So the plan being that after every 2 workout days, I have a rest day. On those rest days, I will be doing my own streams, and then this podcast, my DragonCast Podcast, will be done on every Wednesday. I think it's nice. I want to have it in the middle of the week. That's good. And then this coming up Thursday, or tomorrow, I have 2 podcasts, or I think that's the plan. I'll talk about the first one. It's not going to be in order, but we are going to have a second podcast, the second podcast on Shenanigan Cast. It's supposed to be, it's the Night Dragon channel. I'll be going over some of the same explanations here. We'll be having other people. Viral might be there. I think that's the plan, and we'll go on from there. I'm trying to currently gather people up for DragonCast Podcast on Night Dragon whenever I can, to make it easier. And then, what was it? The rest days are the days I'm going to do streams and podcasts. Except this one. This one will be, DragonCast Podcast will be every Wednesday, like I said. And on to the, I'll be there. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then on to the second podcast, which I think is planned to be before Shenanigan Cast. And it is with Viral himself, Mr. Viral, or people call him the Kush Bandicoot, whatever. I think we've decided on the name Conversing, where it's just us conversing. Conversing with Bearded and Viral. We'll be going over random topics. It will be talking about prediction, or really, it's that's me. It will be we will be talking about games, movies, shows, etc. Our thoughts and predictions on upcoming games, movies, shows, etc. Could be comics, it could be anything, but that's the main gist. The plan is to do that about, an hour and a half, 2 hours before Shenanigan Cast? I think that could be it. That could work. And I still know there's not very many people watching this, but that's okay. It will be available to still listen to after the fact. And eventually this will gain more popularity. I have that feeling. I'm really enjoying the overlay that I picked. It looks pretty cool. So, the plan being, here, I have written out a plan on my Discord. I'll be alright. The banner is almost done by the sweet. And if anybody's wondering, Viral is the graphic designer. He's better than I am. I like to draw. but his drawings look much better than mine. I have been lackluster on my drawings. He is making an amazing banner for Night Dragon. So, my setup is... My plan is that I will try and do a weekly podcast. It's this is for DragonCast Night Dragon. Nightshame is not going to be available every single time, every podcast. He'll be available when he can. He's going through college and school, but so is Viral. So we have selective times for people, and see. We'll gather in other people as we need and whatnot. And we will also try and have a group of... Excuse me, I'm burpy. A group of people moderating. The next is the podcast will be as early in the week as possible. But... yeah, the plan was on... Monday we were gonna have a DragonCast podcast, but we didn't have enough people, so for this week it'll be this Thursday, and then next week it will be Tuesday, right? Friday, Saturday, it'll be Sunday. Yeah. It's just to get the ball rolling on podcasts and everything on the other channel. Yeah, the explanation will be the next one will be on Sunday, not after this Thursday. It'll be a closer in relation, so there won't be much to talk about, but we will talk about what we can and what we're going to be doing with our plans with our own channels and whatnot. And then the one after that will be the week after on Tuesday, and so on. So, also, if I can do one earlier, I will try in the week. I'm saying days like that because every 2 days I have a rest day for my workout schedule. And I'm bringing people together, and I also... I have a bunch of other people in the DragonCast who want to be on it. We'll invite them. Still trying to get it around the fact that we are the DragonCast. We're the cast of shenanigans. I think I'm going to have to change the name to DragonCast Podcast. Like, this one is the DragonCast Podcast, so it makes more sense. Yes, not everyone has to be on the podcast. If we can have at least 4 people, including myself, that would work. Other than the fact that I'm saying myself because I have the setup. I know other people do. I have the information. I can give it out to people on the Night Dragon, but we have to be cautious about that. I think Night is the only one who needs the information right now, but seeing how he's really busy right now, I'll handle everything. I started making this plan on Monday because he said he's not going to be available, and we need to get this channel rolling on Night Dragon because there's only 2 things on there still. I have over 50 views on both of the live streams, one of them being Cards Against Humanity. That one included Nightshame himself, and the very first DragonCast podcast with Nightshame and a bunch of other people. Cards Against Humanity had other people too. Continuing with my plan, people who cannot be in the stream and want to help can mod the streams if they want to. And I'm trying to figure out how to do another shenanigan night. Hopefully I can have them on other rest days still in the same week. If not, I will do them not on a rest day. So I think if I get my starting next week, if I can get it Sunday being the next would be DragonCast, and then the next rest day is Wednesday, I will have... That's a lot. Alright. I'm going to try and do an early live stream on Wednesday. My podcast starting around the same time as I did today. And then we will do Wednesday night shenanigans, which is a lot to behold. And then the next time we will do... I have a rest day Saturday that week. Holy crap, that's 3 rest days in a week. I think that Saturday we can do a conversing with Bearded and Viral. For now, I'm going to have to ask Viral. For now, we can record it on my channel. Eventually, we might put it on a brand new channel just called Conversing. And it can be other topics other than it just being random. But for now, I think we can have this set up. It's interesting alone. That was my plan. I'll ask now. I know there's still only 3 viewers. I have Viral and then myself moderating. I will ask if there's any questions. I'll try to answer them next week. Leave them in the comments below, whoever's watching. And whoever watches this after the fact of me live streaming, please leave comments. I will try and answer questions. Like I said, this podcast, the DragonCast Podcast, is a weekly channel update and news, explaining what the plan is here and for, or whatnot. I don't know. Like I said, this podcast might not be an hour long. I think I might leave it at 30 minutes. Because this is the first one, and I wanted to do a quick update fast, and I decided I think the easiest way to do it is to do a podcast. And then next time it'll be easily recognizable. I can let other people know when I'm doing it, because it was probably not best for me not to say anything. But this will show up, and then I can add this as the correct thumbnail, and then change it for my next live stream, which will be tomorrow. Actually, I might do an early live stream tomorrow, because that would cause 3 things all in one day. Right now, I'm going to close out this podcast, end it. I have to do editing on the thumbnail for Conversing, and everyone, knowing that's not a lot of people, and hopefully more watch this, thank you. I hope this is a better explanation, an explanation where I've been. I feel like I should have been able to explain it better, but I tried to explain it as best as I can. Thank you. I'll see everyone tomorrow with 2 podcasts tomorrow. I think we will do around the same time. We will have the same time I started this one, I will start the podcast with Viral, and then about after that podcast we'll try and do the DragonCast Podcast. Thank you. I'll see everyone then. Bye bye.